Hey everyone, it's Owen here from OTech, and today I got the Logitech G703 gaming mice, which is a wireless gaming mice from Logitech. And the reason I got this is because it's an RMA replacement for my G403 from Logitech. And now you might ask, how did I get from the G403 through G703, which is basically jumping up a few models, which is a bit more expensive. And it's a newer model which has the power play, so you can use the Logitech power play mat and it'll charge automatically, that kind of thing. Well, the reason is they didn't have the G403 anymore. So they were asking me if I wanted a G603, but then I told them that I didn't want a mouse that wasn't wireless and rechargeable like my G403, because the G603 requires you to use normal AA batteries inside, which I don't like. So I said I wanted a mouse that was rechargeable instead, and they offered me the G703 instead. So that's how I got it. Now the reason I got it is also because my G403 is basically, well, it's unusable, for web browsing, because the scroll wheel is broken. Because I'm gonna try and show you guys right now by moving up my camera that you can see here I'm scrolling downwards, but this is like going back and forth, and scrolling upwards doesn't always work either. It just goes back and forth. Basically the scroll wheel is fucked up, it's broken. So I asked Logitech if they can do something about it, and they told me to take some pictures of it, but then I just told them that, how do I take a picture of something that's like a moving problem thing? So they just said, oh yeah, okay, we'll just replace it, because I also told them that it's a common defect with the G403. And yes, if you actually search the web on Google or something, G403 broken scroll wheel or something along those lines, you'll see a lot of people posting in forums of Logitech forums and also other forums like in Reddit that they have problems with the scroll wheel of the G403. The problem is that their scroll wheel sensor, the whatever it's called inside, it's got a defect, because eventually there's like some grease that's around the sensor for the bearings. It'll get over the sensors and eventually it'll cause this problem. And Logitech even has a software update that'll fix it for a while. And I did that, I updated it. It worked for a while, for like a week or so. Then it started doing it again, because more oil and dust and crap got into the sensor again, because the sensor isn't sealed or something like that. There's some kind of design. There's some kind of a defect with the sensor, so it'll just keep doing it again. So eventually, it's basically unusable right now. That's why I contacted Logitech through email and asked them for an RMA for my mouse, because it's still under warranty. This is a very new mouse model, the G403, so pretty much everyone should be still under warranty. So now I got the G703, and I'm just gonna unbox it for you guys and show you guys what's up. And also, if you have a G403, you might have a chance of getting this kind of mouse as an upgrade too, if you have the scroll wheel problem. So if I were you, I would just contact Logitech right away, like right now, before they run out of the G703 or something. But yeah, let's open it up. This G703 is basically the new version of the G403, because it's the same body, it's got the same sensor, it's basically the same thing. It's rechargeable, it's wireless, but then it's a newer thing, so it's got the Lightspeed wireless instead of the usual 2.4 gigahertz band. This one is a more advanced wireless technology from Logitech that's said to be more better, I guess, in the latency department. So they actually even show them testing it against wired mouse, and some of these wired mouse are actually slower than the wireless G703 and other Lightspeed mouses that the mice that they actually test in their labs. So the wireless gaming market for mice is actually a lot better right now, because you don't actually lose anything by going wireless, unlike in the days before these kind of technologies existed, where if you go wireless, you're actually sacrificing some latency in terms of your mouse movements and clicks, so it's not ideal. But now you can pretty much just choose the wireless mouse. They're pretty much just as good as the wired ones right now. And also the G703 still doesn't have the hero sensor like some of the newer Logitech mouse, because it doesn't need it. The hero sensor is primarily for reducing power consumption, but this one has a bigger battery and it's rechargeable, so Logitech still uses the PMW3366 from Philips. So yeah, it's still a really good sensor, so it's a really good gaming mice. I'm glad I got it as a replacement, and it's even got a power play. Like I said, you can use the power play mat the gaming mouse mat from Logitech, so it'll charge your mouse non-stop wirelessly, so you would never have to plug it in. So that's kind of neat. I might get the mouse mat someday, but probably not now because it's kind of expensive. So yeah, but first let's just take it out of the box first and see what's what and what do they include inside. I'm not really qualified for a mouse review, so I'm just gonna do an unboxing for this mouse. I don't think I'm gonna do a review, but yeah, it should be pretty obvious that I actually do like the shape of the mouse. Like, it fits my hand pretty well, so I do like it. And yeah, the clickiness is pretty much the same as the G703 that I have. Like I said, it's pretty much the same mouse. It's just updated. Even the scroll wheel looks the same, but the sensor is actually the same. So it shouldn't have the same problem. But if it does, then I'll just contact them again and ask for another mouse. I mean, they didn't even ask me to send back the previous one, so I can still use this one. It's just the scroll wheel is shit. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. But otherwise for gaming, this 403 still works. Like for Rocket League, I don't even use the scroll wheel. But yeah, here's this G703. There's the on-off button at the bottom, just like the 403. There's the Teflon mouse mats and also the counterweights in the back if you want it to be heavier, because you can add counterweights just included in the box right here. It's actually a 10-gram counterweight, so you can put it on the bottom here if you feel that the mouse is not light enough, not heavy enough. So just like that. But I don't usually use the counterweights because I feel like I like light mouse. So you also get an included braided cable, so that's kind of nice. And if you want to, you can just plug it in and it becomes a wired mouse actually, because if you unplug the receiver and you just use the cable, it still works. Unlike some of the like rechargeable controllers or headsets, like for example the Corsair Void headset, you have to plug in the receiver and the charger if you want to use it. But yeah, here's also the extender for the receiver, so you can place it closer to your mouse. But that's pretty much it. It's just a normal mouse. It's like rubberized grips on the side, like really nice plastic. Overall, pretty nice mouse from Logitech. That's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please leave a like and please click subscribe to see more of my future videos.